and then gently start sliding the back knee towards the back. There you go. Whew. Namaste yogis. Welcome to yet another episode of Yoga with Goga. So today is special because I'm just going to begin one of the biggest challenges ever on this channel, the 90-day splits challenge. This is gonna be fun, this is gonna be hard, this is gonna be challenging, this is gonna be everything. But you know what? I'm just going to have fun. So we're going to be having short exercises every single day for the next 90 days with only one day of rest, which will be preferably Sundays. We'll see. Yeah, so the importance of this challenge is because I've been working on my splits for the last 7 years. Not 7 years, 2 years. I've been working on my splits for the last 2 years. So I'm trying to see whether I can train myself for the next 90 days. And I'm going to rope you in to be part of this. These are going to be very gentle and very smooth exercises, about 15 to 20 minutes every single day until the 90th day, so that we can see where we are on this splits journey. Are you ready to take this challenge with me? Well, if you're game, on your mats, get ready, let's do this. Whew. Namaste yogis.
It's Goga, kinda like yoga. 2 years in the game, 78 postures later, it is clear hip openers are the big boys or girls in yoga. From sitting ones, lunges, squats, goddesses, hamstring stretchers, including the inversions. With this foundation, I'm convinced that we are ready to take a 90-day journey towards the mother of them all. They call it hanumanasana, monkey, or as most of you know it, the splits. Enjoy the ride.
So let's do some bit of warm-up. So we start with jumping jacks for 30 seconds. And even move a bit faster. 15 seconds to go. It's time to get a bit of heat. 3, 2, 1. Slow down. Oh, good. So you want to exhale nicely. The next posture you're going to do is standing leg raise or standing knee to chest. Hug our right knee towards our chest. So bring your right leg in, hug your right knee to your chest, keeping your spine straight and long. Trying to keep your body straight, opening the chest. Maybe make circles with your ankles towards the right, maybe the opposite side. Just be able to feel that stretch. 30 more seconds to go. Keep pulling it in, lengthening tall through the spine and the torso. You can bring a micro bend to the standing foot if it's too much. Bring a gentle smile to your face. Whew. And then gently release. Whew. Take a bit of rest. Whew. And walk one knee at a time. Let's switch sides. So you have the left knee towards your chest. Keep pulling it in. Your 1 minute starts running now. Keep pulling that leg a little bit more in towards the chest. We're going now to do butt kicks. So you're going to do butt kicks for 30 seconds. Alright. So once you're ready to go, I'll give you a side view so that you're able to see what you are going to do. So let's start. We start slowly. Bring your hands next to your chest and just keep kicking your butt for 30 seconds. You can even make circles as you go around. And you have to land on your toes, okay? So as you kick in the butt, 15 more seconds to go, keep going. You can even increase the pace a little bit faster. Just be able to get more. Whew. This is cardio. I can already feel how I'm getting warm. Gently slow down. Whew. Release. Release. The next warm up we are going to do, we are going to skip without a rope for about 60 seconds. Alright? Catching my breath there for a bit. Just trying to get warm up. Warm up is very important in this mix challenge. So let's start for 60 seconds. So with an imaginary rope, I'm skipping without a rope. And I can even make circles. So make sure the heels are not touching the ground as you jump. Just keep going around. I've made a complete circle. Let me go the opposite side. Keep going. 30 more seconds to go. Oh gosh, it's a lot. Okay. 30 more seconds, keep skipping. Pretty that cardio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo. Slow down. Take a rest. Whew. Now we are going to start our stretches, okay? So the first thing we are going to do, we're going to do a 60-second squat stretch. So you're going to start with the right. Alright. So from there, grab your right ankle, pull it towards the glutes or your bum. And then you want to hold it for 60 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Try to elongate your body, try to keep it straight as you pull that knee heel towards the glutes more. If it's too much, you can go to a wall, alright? And just take the thigh against the wall like that, and that's perfectly fine. And you want to hold it here for 60 seconds, alright? So keep doing that, pulling the heel towards the glutes. We are halfway there. Whew. Try to find that balance, pulling that thigh nicely. You can feel that stretch on the quad, on the right quad there. Quad stretches are very good because we are going to use our lower extremities a lot and then release. Whew. Catch your breath. Let's switch sides again for 1 minute. You want to take a quad stretch on the opposite side. So you keep pulling that heel there towards the glutes or your bum on the left side. And you hold it here. You can now feel the quad on the left stretching. Like that, alright? Even give your back view. Keep pulling that quad a little bit more. More seconds. Pulling it in just to feel that bit of a stretch there. And then release. Whew, you can already see how I'm sweating here. The next posture we're going to do now, we are going to do a lying leg abduction. So we're now going to lie on our ground and just stretch the legs a bit, right? Sit next to a wall. And then keep pushing your bum. And then open your legs. Whew. Bring them in. Exhale, inhale, take them across. Bring them in. Open. Bring them in. 30 more seconds to go. Let's go. In. Open. Last one. In. Open. In. Open. And then gently release. Hug your knees in. Turn towards your right. We go to the next stretch. So we're going to do a dynamic right leg stretch. So hands on your, take your feet apart For 40 seconds, we are going to stretch our left leg. So from here, so you take your feet apart, and then I want you to just lean towards the right. So you can stretch the hamstring there. Okay, and you hold it for about 40 seconds. You can lift the heel off the ground. Just feel that hamstring stretch here. You can feel it somewhere here. The entire left hamstring is like stretching. Keep stretching a little bit more. The weight is on the right foot. Then gently release. Whew. Take a rest. So now we stretch the right side. Right. So now we lean towards the left. The right leg lifts. And you want to hold this for 40 seconds. And then you want to keep your spine slightly raised. Don't let your torso go down. Then you just lift your chest up. For 40 seconds, you can look towards your heel. So you're now stretching the entire right hamstring. Stay here for 5 deep breaths for 40 seconds. Trying to lift the chest a little bit higher. Or if you want to come down, you want to just keep it like half. There. Okay. 20 more seconds to go. Stay with it. Almost there. Stay and then release. Oh gosh, that feels nice. Catch a break here. The next poses we are going to do some lunges. So we're going to turn towards the left, alright? Or let's start with the left. Alright. So we are going to be dropping our right knee down, and then you come up. Take it down as if you're just going to hover over the ground. Drop it down. Up, hands on your waist. Drop it down slightly. Stretch. So making just some gentle lunges here. If you want to bring it all the way down, that's a challenge. You can try that. Halfway there, drop. Come up. For 40 seconds, remember. Drop the right knee down. Come up once again. Whew. Keep going. Whew. Almost there. Last one. Release. Come up into standing. Preparing for the other side. So you turn your right leg towards the front. Back foot lifts. Alright. And then bend your right knee slightly. Then we start the lunges. Alright. So you can drop it down slightly. Then you stretch. The more you drop, you realize that you can feel like a deeper hamstring stretch on the front knee. So you drop, you take it back. And you're also stretching the back quad as well. So you drop the knee, come up. Whew. Drop the knee down, come up. I can already feel my thighs already like screaming here. Come up. Whew. Halfway there, 20 more seconds to go. This is serious cardio, guys. Like, whew, can feel it. Last one. Then slowly come up into standing. All right. The next pose, the next stretch you're going to do, we are still going to like do the lunges, but now what you're going to do, you're going to like do some bit of more kneeling. So from the left side, you drop your knee down, and then you stretch it forward like that. So as I lean more towards the front, I'm stretching the back quad, and I'm stretching the hamstring. All right, and then you want to keep your spine straight here as you feel that stretch. It's like you're doing, what do you call that posture? It's like you're doing the horse rider in the sun salutation, pretty much. Yeah, and you can even bring some bit of bounces here just to be able to feel that stretch. Whew. And then try to keep the bones on top of each other, so knee on top of the ankles. You want to protect yourself here from injury. Then keep lunging here, maybe stay still here for a bit. And then slowly release. Whew. Take a rest here as we switch sides. Alright. So now we turn towards the right, drop the left knee down. Again, wiggle the right foot if necessary, ankle on top of the knee, and then we lunge forward a bit, alright? So we're going to be here for 40 seconds, So you can keep bouncing, bringing those pulses a bit. I can already feel this part of the of the quad stretching, alright? And even the other quad is stretching. And then you can even bring that stance of a horse rider, like you're holding the reins of a horse. And you just keep bouncing here, trying to keep the spine straight as possible as you do this, alright? Do that. 20 more seconds to go. And then maybe hold it here, feel still. You can already see that angle that I'm creating there. And then hold it here. Whew. And then slowly release. Ah, that feels good. Take a bit of rest here. Whew. The next posture we're going to do, we're going to come into sitting like that. And then for 1 minute, we're going to take our hands forward towards our feet. All right. So make sure you come into Dandasana, the stick posture, hands alongside your hips, and then start stretching your hands forward. And you can start maybe even reaching more like that. Like that. Just alongside your feet. Whew. So this posture actually stretches the calves and the hamstring because you can already feel this entire hamstrings are down on the mat. So as you keep stretching, even reaching deeper. And maybe so that you can grab the sides of the feet as you still bring those pulses as you're reaching forward. Otherwise, you can even come up and reach forward. Come up, reach forward. You still feel the same benefits of the hamstring stretch going on there, and the calves are also stretching. The calves are these parts of the body. So you keep reaching. Whew. Keep reaching a little bit more. Gosh, I'm sweating. These are a lot. I thought this is like a very short thing, but God, the cardio here. Whew. And then gently release. Whew. Coming into sitting. The next posture we're going to do, we are coming into butterfly. So coming into butterfly, bring the soles of your feet to touch. So you're going to do seated butterfly stretch. You're trying to create a butterfly when the soles of your feet touch. Imagine that your entire legs are like the wings of a butterfly. Then grab the tops of the feet and maybe just start flying your butterfly. So flap your knees up and down. Yes, the more you do this, the more you'll feel like a stretch on the inner hamstrings, and then you keep pressing the knees down, but be gentle. So you can either do this gently, and then maybe the last one, keep pushing the knees down and just hold it here for a minute to about 60 seconds. Inhale, keeping the chest straight. Exhale. Whew. Breathe in. Exhale. 30 more seconds left. Keep pushing the knees a little bit lower. Empty. Inhale. Exhale. Finding that stillness there. And then gently release. Whew. Catch your breath. The last posture we are going to do is called dynamic frog pose. So frog pose generally is a very intense hip opener. So come out your mat, and then you want to take your knees as wide as possible. Take your knees as wide as possible until you get to a point they're not moving. All right? And then you can bring your hands and then start shifting your weight towards the back and towards the front. Towards the back and towards the front. And you want to engage your core here as you keep making these thrusts towards the back and forward. Feel free to cushion your knees. This can be a bit intense. And then the feet are in Charlie Chaplin. So that 1 minute. You hold it for 1 minute. Whew. You can feel like a very intense stretch on the hip flexors as you do this. And then maybe so that you can bring your forearms down. This will be hard, so you can stay up. Otherwise, just keep shifting your bum towards the back, and then you shift your pelvis forward. Whew. Frog pose is like crazy. Frog pose is crazy. And then maybe hold it here. sending your breath to your hip joints. Then you can make one last gentle thrust, shifting the hips towards the back a little bit more. When you shift the hips towards the back, you feel the work, all right? And then when you shift towards the front, it feels like a relief, all right? Then keep shifting towards the back a little bit more, and then gently glide forward. Oof, to get out of frog pose. Glide forward, bringing your belly down. Oh, that feels nice. Oof. A bit awkward, but you know, all postures in yoga are awkward, you know. Good. I'm done with my practice for today. That's it for today. So let us see where we are in split on day 1. How do we do this? So come into a lunge the way we did on the right side. So this was the lunge, right? So this was the lunge. And then from here, I've gotten my blocks and everything, just in case. From here, so I'm in the lunge, like what we just did during the warm-up. I'm going to start sliding my right leg towards the front, like that. I keep sliding it towards the front. Let me get rid of this. And then, see how you can bring it on the heel. We call this half split, all right? So from half split, I'm walking my fingertips down towards my back. Now from here, see how you can gently slide the back knee towards the back like that. All right. And then try to keep your upper body straight. If it's too much, because you literally feel this part screaming, so that you can bring a block. And then just rest the block under the right thigh. And then stay here for a breath. Exhale. Another option, you can get 2 blocks. So I got these ones from a construction site, very simple blocks. And then you can support yourself on the block. You can even use the longer side and then just see where you are in the split on the right side. So here's where I am today. So it's literally the block. If I was to measure, yeah, so it's somewhere here. So I can slide a block under. So this is like about 15 centimeters away from the ground. Let me see that I can sink my pelvis a little bit lower. Yeah, so it's about 15 centimeters on day 1. And we are trying to target to get to all the way on the ground, 0 centimeters above the ground. Okay, so that is the right side. Start sliding the right foot slightly in. Oof! You'll feel this entire bit screaming, and it's perfectly okay because I was just testing. Now let me see the opposite side. Don't try this without warm-up, okay? Don't try this without warm-up because splits are very dangerous without warm-up. You don't want to tear your ligaments or something like that. So let me try the same thing on the left side. So I come into the lunge on the left, same action. I'm getting my babies here, my blocks, and then from here, you start wiggling the left leg forward until it comes to the heels. My mat is it has a bit of a grip. If I was just using a cushion or something like that, it will just slide very nicely, or socks and on the tiles. Then I start sliding my back knee, sliding towards the back. I keep sliding, move very slowly, don't rush. You melt your chest a little bit, slide it a little bit forward. There we are. Again, feel free to support yourself on a block. There. So here I'm literally hovering over this block, alright, as compared to the right side. So about 18 to 20 centimeters away from the ground on the left. Okay? Again, you can support yourself on a block. On either side, melt your chest a little bit more. There. The more you stay here, the more you're able to find a deeper stretch, but my hamstrings are screaming, and this is where we are in the practice today. So let's stop this here. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Namaste.